Do you suck at Jett and want to play high-level aggressive Jett like myself? Well, look no further, because in this video, I'm going to be telling you my 5 guaranteed tips that will elevate your Jett gameplay. These are not common tips, so if you find them helpful, subscribe, because about 90% of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed. Let's get into it. My first essential tip is aggressing your own smokes. I'm not referring to smoking and dashing on an entry. What I mean by this is taking a raw fight, trying to get a kill, dashing out or backing off, smoking that choke point where the engagement happened, and then walking into your smoke to try and get a timing or kill someone that will not expect you to be pushing that smoke. This is very helpful when defending a bomb site or when looking for picks around the map on attack. In this clip, me and my Reyna get showers control. It's a bonus round and we're trying to steal it from the enemy team. My Reyna dies, I pick up her sheriff, and I'm able to trade out on the brimstone. I go for a super aggressive peek because if I'm able to headshot this raise around triple, I open the site for my team. I go for a peek, try to headshot him, and dash away. Immediately after dashing away, I throw a smoke at the entrance of showers and then immediately walked into that smoke. In the Raze's head, he probably thinks I'm running away. And because of this, I was able to catch the Raze off guard and open up a site for my team. My second tip is always, and I mean always, keeping your dash refresh in mind. If you didn't know, it takes 2 kills after using your dash to have it again. This is highly important when defending a site and when W keying in order to create space for your team. When defending a site, if you have a dash refresh incoming, then it is a good idea to play in a way where you can peek into the enemies, get one, and then dash away. Jett is super strong against 5-man hits because she can constantly reposition with her dash after getting 2 kills. Furthermore, when attacking a site, obviously you're going to dash in an entry for your team. Say you get a kill on the entry and the enemies are rotating to retake the site. In this case, your dash refresh is incoming and you always want to play in a forward position to catch the enemies off guard and get rotating kills. In this clip, I dash in and get a kill on chamber, and now all it takes is 1 more kill to refresh my dash. I play in a forward position on heaven, win this fight, and tell my omen to flash right after getting this kill. After the flash, I dash, get the easiest kill of my life, and then swing tree and get the 4K on the Sova. I peek with my Jett knives off of rafters, I get a kill on Sky, dash into safety, and I notice that my brimstone smoked for me. So what I do is play near the smoke since I have a shotgun, get a kill on the Reyna and the Phoenix, spam the smoke and get a kill on the Sky, and during this whole engagement, I always kept my dash in mind. Based on the situation I was given, I could have dashed into safety or I could have dashed forward in order to get more kills. My third tip will guarantee that you start dropping more kills each game. It's always knowing how weak an enemy is. This is just quick mental math and understanding that every person only has 150 health. If you're like me, you love going for body shots. Obviously, headshotting is what you should almost always be doing, but at times it's smarter to go for a body shot. This is extremely important because it helps you decide what types of fights you should be taking. And I guarantee that you are not keeping this in mind. If someone is hit for 80 health, then that means you can body shot them. If someone is hit for 148, that means you can classic right click them or run and gun them. If someone is barely hit, then that means you should probably go for a headshot. Seems obvious, right? But there is so much going on in ranked games that lower elo Jetts will never keep track of these things. Obviously, this is important when playing any agent, but with Jett, the one agent that can fly in the air and has a dash after every 2 kills, it is extremely important. If I'm told someone is hit for 100, then all it takes is 1 body shot with my dagger to refresh my ultimate. If someone is hit for at least 50, all it takes is 1 body shot to kill them with a marshal. Or if I have my ultimate, a right click to the stomach in order to kill them and dash away. With that being said, it might be a good time to brush up on your addition skills. My 4th tip will help you have an easier time when dashing into sites. This tip is knowing common spots people play in. Obviously, I go over these common spots in my Jett guides, but it's also a good idea to keep this in mind when actually playing your ranked games. This is extremely helpful and makes the difference between an okay Jett that dashes in and doesn't get a single kill and an insane Jett that dashes in and is almost always good for 1 or 2 kills. And ultimately, this all comes down to game sense and map knowledge. Repeatedly playing the same map against a similar agent comp will help you understand common positions that people will be playing. For example, on Breeze, Vipers love playing around the left side of B site. That's because they can molly the push and stop 5-man hits. Typically, a Jett is too scared to dash onto this Viper, but a good Jett will understand that if you rotate off now, you'll already have lost the entire map control. So they will dash in without any information, fight the left side where the Viper will probably be at, headshot him, and open the side up for their team. Something I always keep in mind when entering a site is that defenders love playing backside. So 8 out of 10 times if you swing back sight, there's gonna be someone defending there. Try to win this gunfight and open up the map for your team. And my final and 5th tip is understanding that sometimes dashing in will not work. There are a lot of factors to this. For example, teammates that are too scared to push in with you, or playing against a comp that has insane utility that will stop a 5-man push every single time. This is extremely common on a map like Fracture, where on one side there's a Viper and a Breach, and on the other side there's a Sage and a Raze. You're gonna dash in, inevitably die, and your teammates physically cannot get through the choke point because there are 9 mollies halting their push. This is hard for Jetts that love entering and suck at lurking, but a high level Jett knows when to adapt and how to punish repetition from defenders. Comps that have high utility sometimes lack information like a Sova or a Skye, so learn to walk up and play contact. I know it's hard to accept, but sometimes as Jett, it's better to lurk. Tell your teammates to play for picks, look for a pick, regroup, and then hit a site together. Just don't do it every round. On pistol and early rounds, dash in and entry for your team. And that's it. If you learned from this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you again in a couple of days.